Hey guys, I'm Brogan. Today in this video, we're diving straight into the E2 Smart Projector right here. This is officially licensed by Netflix, and this offers over 386 smart apps, easily accessible on here thanks to Whale operating system. This is going to project 1080p clarity with 4K decoding, and it also enables you to project an image on your wall from 60 inches all the way up to 120 inches. We also have auto keystone on here, electric focus, and the ability to zoom from 50% all the way to 100% on here. So we're gonna unbox this today. We'll take a look at the layout, design of the product, see what's included inside here, and then we'll test it out on my wall here in my studio to see what the performance is like using this. All right, guys, let's go ahead and open this up. Wow, very nice. We've got a carrying case in here, DBPower. Let's go ahead and open this up. I love that. So that means that you can take this with you on the go very easily. We've got a little cleaning kit right here as well as a screwdriver so you can clean the lens effectively. You never want to take a rag or a towel and wipe around the lens. You can easily scratch it. Best way to do so is with these little Q-tips right here, which have a nice padding at the tip. Here is our power supply cable. We also have a smart remote here as well. And it looks like there's our power supply cable right there. HDMI cable, good length on here as well. Usually they give you these super short ones with projectors that unfortunately just are not long enough to connect different devices over. So here is our user manual, which we'll thumb through momentarily. Microfiber little towelette there. And here is our smart remote with shortcuts to Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, and Disney Plus on here, but you can easily navigate through your settings here. You can manage your volume levels from this as well. Very convenient. So let's just quickly thumb through this, walks through everything that's included in here. We're already more than halfway through that list. Walks through how you can install different apps on here, which I'll show you guys how to do that. Very nice design it looks like here. Shows you how you can get different, actually this says here, 40 inches all the way to 200 inches for your projection. I was going off the listing on Amazon, which said it goes from 60 to 120, but 200 inches is even larger than what was advertised on the official listing here. So that's very cool. Shows you how to get started. Basically walks you through any setup process imaginable on here. So very convenient. I love the fact that they show pictures here, so idiots like me don't have to just read instructions and piece it all together. You can get that visual aid right from this. Now, let's dive into the actual projector. Love the fact that we have this little Velcro strap here to secure everything in place. Even though that would secure it too, this is just added bonus. Wow, right, here is our projector. Very lightweight. This is all plastic. I want to be, totally clear on that, but definitely lightweight here. Definitely liking that. And let's see, at the bottom we have 3 little rubber feet there, so it's going to secure itself on a hard surface like this. I mean, you can see I'm pushing the whole table over, not just, I'm not able to actually slide this across the surface, so it secures itself in place very nicely. There's also a thread at the bottom, so you can put this onto a projector stand. You can put this onto a tripod if you wanted to, a little desk holder, whatever you wanted to with that thread right there. It's a universal thread. Every tripod is going to be that exact same size. But let's take a look. We got the lens right here. We've got a little sensor in the front right here. If we flip this all the way around, you're going to see your ports back here. Very straightforward. Power supply connection is going to go right there. We can go ahead and bring that into the mix right there. Connects over very easily. We'll remove that just for the sake of the video right here. Power button located on the back side, but you can use the smart remote and power everything that way as long as you have your power supply plugged in, of course. We have a USB-A port right here, headphone jack right next to that. This is going to be an IR sensor, and then we have our HDMI cable connection right here. So if you're plugging this into a gaming PC, for example, which is probably how I'll demo it today, you simply plug the HDMI from your device over into the backside of this, and you're instantly able to start projecting as soon as you power this on. Really like the design of this. It's very compact, very lightweight because of the carrying case, easy to travel with as well. But we got to check this out. Let's dive into it. All right, guys, here we are jumping into our projector. We've got this pulled up, set up, ready to go right now. We're at about, I would say about 85 inches or so currently. This is a beautiful picture though, very clear, very vivid, and it's middle of the day. I haven't even tried this late at night yet. I will do that later today to show you guys how it looks during dark hours because I have 3 windows behind me right now and it still looks this good right now. So we've got our apps across the bottom here. These are pre-installed apps. So we're currently on Netflix. Now we're jumping over to YouTube. We've got Let's see, existing can be updated, installation. All right, so we can update this. We see I've just opted to update that down there in the corner over there. But we've got all these apps already pre-installed on here, so we don't even have to go in here and start adding additional apps. We've got Prime Video, we got Disney Plus over here, so when my kids come down here to the studio, they can enjoy Disney Plus on here, which is awesome. We've got Tubi here, we've got Max, we've got Hulu, and we've got the Play Store. So if we go over here to the Play Store, we also have files and TV casting. So I can actually cast videos from my phone right over here thanks to Whale OS. But let's take a look at the Play Store here. We're gonna dive into that. We're still in the process of updating. You see we've got 5% down there over here, but these are all the additional apps. So we've got recommended apps. We actually have most of those here: Netflix, Tubi, Max, Hulu, but Peacock is not included in here. Paramount Plus is not included. We can easily add those in here manually. So I'm gonna go ahead and add Peacock. Watch a little bit of wrestling on here on Peacock, a bunch of shows my kids enjoy on Peacock as well. So all we do is we just simply hit download right over here, and look at that. That's how quick it actually downloads. Now it's going to install into here. It's going to go a little bit slower because we're in the update process at the exact same time, but it's currently installing. We can actually back out of this with the back button on our remote, and it will actually populate right in here for easy access once it goes through that automatic downloading and installing process. So we can go through here, we can find whatever it is we're looking for. If we're looking for like ESPN, for example, we can navigate down, find ESPN very easily, I'm sure. I'm just gonna scroll down to, I would imagine it to be under sports down there at the bottom. Here we go. We're going to just kind of scroll through here. You got NBA TV, MLB TV, and there we go. ESPN right over here. So, and then Formula One. But let's go ahead and add ESPN as well. That way I can watch UFC here. This is ESPN TV. I'm sure you can go in here and add ESPN Plus as well. I have a Plus membership. Love that. So you can go in here and just add whatever apps you want. But let's dive in and see what the visuals look like on here during the day and then also at night. All right, guys, the E2 Smart Projector, great experience today, very user-friendly, very easy to set up. It took me about 40 seconds to set this up from the time that I plugged the power supply cable into the back of this and hit the power button on the back of the projector or on the remote. It took 40 seconds to get into those apps that are pre-installed and preloaded on here. All you have to do is just log into those apps. Like if you're looking to jump into Netflix, you got to obviously put in your username and your password to access your account, but it's preloaded on here, ready to go. As soon as you connect over to Wi-Fi, if there is an available firmware update, it will prompt you to confirm that you want to update the firmware on your projector. Definitely recommend doing that just so you know that you have the latest and greatest available for this projector. It uses Whale OS, which is very easy to navigate, and again, comes with all of those preloaded apps that are ready to go on there. If you are looking for an app that is not preloaded, you just simply go through the Google Play Store and you can download it right on there. Just have to make sure that you have that Wi-Fi connection established. Very good picture quality on here. It's 1080p resolution with 4K decoding. So that means if you're plugging in a 4K product or a 4K device, you're able to get a very clean and crisp picture because of that 4K decoding that's built into this. Now, it actually said on the Amazon listing that it was 60 inches to 120 inches. Once we opened up that manual, it said that it was 40 inches to 200 inches is the projection size that you can display with this accurately. I found that to be 100% the case. I have a very big office here in my studio, and I was able to get 85 inches up there effectively. The entire wall I was able to get the projection onto, but obviously I have a door. It just visually doesn't look that good, but I was able to test out different sizes, and it does work very well. Now, the focus on here is an electronic focus, not autofocus. Autofocus would be that it has a sensor that detects that it's out of focus and automatically adjusts for you. You have to manually adjust with this projector. So you just take the remote, you click it a couple of times with the focus button on there, and you're able to turn this little dial manually with the remote. That brings it into focus. So for me, it took 4 clicks on that button in order to get it perfect. I actually prefer manual focus to autofocus. I've had some issues with autofocusing in the past. Sometimes it just isn't on point and I manually override it. So with this, you don't have to worry about that. You can get it exactly where you want it. And different lighting situations will also call for slight adjustments as well. So great experience with all of that. You saw what it looks like during the day. That was daylight hours, 12 noon. Very bright in here, but still you get a crisp visual on the wall. And then at night and day difference, really, literally night and day difference. It is so much better when you have a darkly or dimly lit room. So very good experience here, very user-friendly, very reliable. The only downside is there's no pitch adjustments to this. It's just a straight-up projector that gets mounted on a flat surface, or you'll have to use a stand, and you can get stands that have pitch adjustments built into them. So not a big deal at the end of the day, but it doesn't have any hinges or anything like that, so you can't make adjustments this way. So you're pretty much just projecting straight in front of you. So I chose to use a tripod stand today that I just threaded it onto. I can adjust the height, and then I didn't even need to worry about pitch because I can just bring it up to the height that I want for that projection to be exactly where I want it on the wall. So for most people, you're probably going to get yourself a wall-mounted or ceiling-mounted projector stand, and most of those will have like a little adjuster on there where you can angle the projector. So just want to mention that because that is the only downside that I found to this. Now, price point on here, insanely inexpensive. In fact, it's an incredible deal right now. So retail is $149.99, but currently on Amazon, there's discounts in place to bring this down to just $111.66 at the time of this recording. So massive discount on here at just over $100. It's an insane deal. I think everybody could use this in some capacity. So definitely check it out. In order to do so, click the link at the top of your screen or in the description of this video. That's gonna do it for today though. Let me know what you guys thought of the E2 Smart Projector today in the comments of this video. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up right here on the video, please. And of course, hit subscribe and stay in the loop for all future videos here on the Chase Brogan YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one.